हाँ सर. हाँ, रिजॉइन करा. हाँ बोला ना. हाँ. कशामध्ये? Okay, on the top of the screen there is a shortcut menu. This one is save, new file, open file, save as, plot, undo. Okay, for to undo we have shortcut key Control Z. For redo we have shortcut key Control Y. Okay, and this is working space tab. Okay, workspace tab. You can see there are different workspaces. Okay, first one is drafting and annotation, 3D basic, 3D modeling. Okay, there are default three working space. Drafting and annotation for 2D, 3D basic is for to draw the basic models, and 3D modeling is to create conceptualize models or assemblies. Okay, then we have this dash down arrow. By clicking on this, you can set your quick access bar, or you can say quick menu. Okay, by selecting these options you can add the options in this quick access bar or quick then if this please optimize your audio settings, then it will clear to all. Okay, by clicking on this dash down arrow you will get drop down list. From this you can set the shortcut menu, then we can call menu bar also. Okay, there is this one is the menu bar, view, insert, file, format, tools, draw. These tabs are there on the menu bar. So this menu bar sometimes get hide. So we can call this menu bar from the list. Okay, there is hide menu bar because menu bar is there on the screen. So option is hide menu bar. If menu bar is not visible, then you will get option show menu bar on this list. So you have to click on the show menu bar and you can call the menu bar on the screen. Okay, then below this we are having ribbon. It is called as ribbon portion. Ribbon contains tabs and icons of the toolbars. Suppose first one is the draw toolbar and it contains the draw commands or drawing entities. Okay, then second modify, then there are modify commands, then annotation, there are dimension and text and table commands are there in annotation. Then layers, we have layer properties. Okay, and you can set the layer. We will see afterwards this how can we set the layers. Then this block we can create our block or template file, and we can call this block at any in any drawing. Okay, then we have properties. We have to set the properties for the layers. Then there are some grouping settings. Okay, to group the drawings. Then utilities are there to measure, to find out. Okay, in this measure we have distance, radius, angle, area, volume. Okay, we can measure these entities. And the quick calculator, you can use calculator from this utilities. Okay, then there are views and all, as imperial view 24 and all. Okay, we'll see afterwards. Then this is a drawing bar. Okay, you can see the whatever drawings you have opened, you can see this on drawing bar. So file bar shows drawings. You can add new drawing, but my suggestion is at a time use only single tab. Okay, it will increase the speed of your system, and you will get an optimization in drawing. Then am I audible to all? Yes, anyone can reply? Yeah, thank you. Then this is the view cube. By using this view cube, you can show the views. You can set the views. Okay, uh, and direction of the drawing. So default direction set north, up, south, down, east and west, and the default view is top. Okay, sometime may happens you by mistakenly click on the cube, and the orientation of the user interface or UCS will get changed. And now we have to set this in default top view and north direction upward. So how we can set this default? So we have to come to this visual control on the left corner of the working area. Okay, just come to this side. You will get the view control. So click on the view control. That there is default NW northwest isometric view created. And from the list, you have to select the top view, which was the default, and the visual style, that is 2D wireframe for 2D drawings. There are some different visual styles also: shaded, realistic, hidden, shaded with edges, shaded of grays. Okay, these are used to 3D models. Okay, and to show the hidden lines, you can use this hidden option in the 3D models also. So for 2D, we are using this 2D wireframe structures, and to change these directions, north, south, east, west, you can use this toggle arrows. By clicking on these arrows, you can change the direction. Yeah, I will explain the ribbon and all. Please listen whatever I am saying, or note down on the notebook or on the notepads. So I will show all the settings, how can call this ribbon and all. Okay, just understand the user interface. Don't do on your computer. Just see whatever I am telling to you. Just note it or remember it. I will tell you the what difficulties may occur, and I will explain your doubts as well. Now this is navigation bar. Okay, this is full navigation wheel. In that navigation, we have pan command. Okay, to move the drawings or working space, we can use this pan command like this. You can select it and you can use. Then we have zoom option. There are many zooming options: zoom window, zoom previous, zoom relative, zoom all. Okay, zoom in and zoom out. Okay, for this we can use mouse buttons as well. So if you are not having mouse, then you can use this navigation bar. This is orbit command. It is like rotate. You have to 3D model and you have to rotate that object, then you can use this orbit command. And this is show motion. Whatever we are doing on the screen, if we are going to record it, then we can record and we can see the motions of cursor. These are the navigation tools. Now we are having command line. Whatever command you are using, you can enter the command in this command line, and by using this command line you can use the commands. But we are not going to use the command line. We are directly using this ribbon. So then these are the views. Okay, first one is the model view, second layout. These are the default layout created. You can create your own layout by using this new layout tab. Okay, so we are going to work in model, and then you can use layouts to printing and all. Then we are having the status bar. Okay, this is very important in the AutoCAD. Status bar, there are some options in the status bar, like grid mode, snap settings, dynamic input, this ortho mode. I will explain one by one when we start with the new drawing. Okay, this is the status bar. Now I'm going to tell you the default setting, how we can call the default settings. Okay, if you are not getting this menu bar, you are not getting the ribbon. Okay, to get the ribbon, we are having one arrowhead here, minimize to panel buttons. Okay, by clicking on this, you can minimize. And I'm going to tell you another shortcut. Okay, by changing the workspace, we can set the default settings as well. So if you are not getting anything from this user interface, then just select the 3D basic workspace. It will move into the 3D basic modeling workspace. And again, we have to select drafting and annotation workspace. Then you will get all the default settings on the screen, like this ribbon, these shortcuts, this navigation tool, cube, and this top and 2D wireframe visual style. Okay, the only one thing is missing, that is menu bar. So we can call this menu bar by clicking on this dash down arrow and select the show menu bar option. So you will get menu bar also on the top of the ribbon. So now we have to select application menu. Now we are going to set units for this drawing. So click on application menu, then select the drawing utilities option and select units from the utilities, or you can directly type commands units and you will get this drawing units dialog box. So we have to set the length, which is in decimal. So for different use, like architectural, engineering use, you can set engineering, but we are using decimal, so just use decimal. Precisions you can change. You can select precision means number after decimal points, like 0 0.0, 0 0.00. It shows in your dimensions. Then there is angle type. You can use the decimal degrees angle. You can use degree, minutes, seconds type of the angle. You can use grads, radians, okay, or surveyor units for the survey engineer. You can use this all the options, but here we are using decimal degrees because we are using generally angle in degrees. Okay, then in AutoCAD, the default angle rotation is from the positive x-axis. It always measure from the positive x-axis upward or downward. So there is anti-clockwise default settings are in the AutoCAD. If you require in clockwise direction, then you have to check this clockwise option, but there is no need. If you remember that the orientation of the angle is from positive x, then no need to select this clockwise. Then the main important part of this drawing units is insertion scale. For ACAD.DWT default template, we are having insertion scale in inches. So generally we use scale in millimeters. So we have to set in millimeters. There are different options according to the your area or your drawings, you can use this other options too. So we are generally draws the drawing in millimeters, so I have selected millimeters. Then lighting, you can keep international. Okay, there are American and international standards, so we use international standards. To apply the changes, click on OK. Now you have set the units for this drawing. Now we have to create our working directory. So we have to save this file. Again, click on main icon or application menu. Then select save as. Okay, select save as, and you will get the window of save drawing as. Okay, then we have to select the folder location. Suppose my folder is on desktop. Select the desktop, and I have created my folder like Amol Shinde AutoCAD. You have to create a folder on your desktop or any folders like documents, or if you are having any other C and D drives, you can save anywhere. So I have created it on desktop by name Amol Shinde AutoCAD. So I will select this folder, and I have to save the file. I will give name to the file like practice session 1 file. Okay, and then I have to select the file type. It should be drawing file, AutoCAD 2018 drawing. The extension should be .dwg. The .dwg is the drawing format. So you have to save this file into the drawing format. So I will click on the save to save this file. Now you will get the name of the file on this file bar or file tab. Okay, it is very important to save the file because if AutoCAD will crash or power may cut off, then you should have your file saved. Then you can recover this file if your file is saved in any folder. Okay, so before starting you have to save the file. So now we have seen the user interface, we have set the units, and we have saved the file in the our working directory. Working directory means our folder. Now we'll do the basic settings of the AutoCAD. Okay, so first we have done units. Now we have to set the limits. Okay, whatever working area we are going to use, that we have to save. Suppose we are having the A2 size printing paper or A3 size printing paper, then we have to set that limits on the working area. This is the working area. Whatever gridded lines are there, this is working area. So we are going to set that working area by using limits command. So just we have to type the limits. Okay, just type the limits command, then press enter. Okay, press enter. Then AutoCAD will ask to specify the lower left corner. So we are going to start with the 0 0 as the left corners, lower left corners. Okay, how to enter the values in these tabs? In the first tab you have to enter the 0, then press tab key and then press 0 value. Press enter to apply the lower left corner. Now AutoCAD is asking to specify upper right corner. Now suppose I will select the random size of the working area like 400 400. So upper right corner will be 400. Press tab, then 400, press enter. So I have specified uh, working area like 400 400. So the 400 400 is the my sheet size. So I have specified that sheet size. Now come to this status bar. We have to do some settings on the status bar. First option or switch button is grid mode. Shortcut is F7. Okay, whatever gridded lines are there, it is because of this grid mode. If light blue color is there, then this switch is on. If white color is there, then switch is off. Okay, by just move the cursor on that option, you will get the status of that option and shortcut as well. Okay, so this is grid mode. It is visible because this switch is on. By using this grid mode, you can take the references of X and Y axis, and as well as you can take the references of these grids for the drawings. Okay, then next one is the snap mode. Shortcut is F9. Okay, there are some snap modes. To see the snap settings, you can click on this arrowhead and you will get three options, that is polar snap, grid snap and snap settings. So by clicking on this snap settings, you can open the drafting settings. You will get drafting setting window. You can call this drafting setting window by using shortcut as well. So shortcut is DS. Type DS and press enter. You will get this drafting setting window directly. So in this drafting setting window, we have this tab, snap and grid tab. Okay, in this snap and grid, you have to select grid mode on. You have to check this checkbox. Then you have to select the snap type. There are grid snap, rectangular snap, isometric snap and polar snap. So we are using grid snap for all, and for the 2D structures we are using rectangular snap. For isometric drawings we are going to use this isometric snap. So these are the snap and grid settings. So polar tracking, this object snap, 3D object snap, dynamic input. This will we see afterwards because we are having options, same options on this status bar. So in the polar tracking, we can draw the line at particular angle. Okay, suppose I have to draw the line on 10 degrees. So I can select the 10 degrees. Okay, I can select this 10 degrees and I can draw the line at 10 degrees. Suppose I have to draw another 22.5, then I can select this as a 22.5. You can set any angle in this polar tracking. Okay, then object snap, there are some objects you can track easily. This option is for accuracy. Okay, without this you cannot draw with the accuracy. I will show you afterwards, but see the settings, how you have to do the settings of this. Okay, this object snap, okay, you have to use object snap on. Okay, then you have to select this object snap tracking. You have to check both the check boxes. Then you have to select all these objects by clicking on this select all. Just you have to remove the check from the nearest option. Okay, you have to remove this nearest check and you have to click on OK to apply the changes. Okay, the 3D object snap is not required for this course. Then dynamic input, the very important part is dynamic input. Whatever AutoCAD instruct us because of this dynamic input, we have seen in the limits command. uh, when we uh, used limits, it have shown that you have to specify the lower left corner and upper right corner. It is because of this dynamic input mode. So you have to enable pointer input and you have to check this enable dimension input. Then you will get tabs for the dimensions and you will get the instruction like specify first point, specify lower left corner and all. So you have to check both the check boxes. Okay, other not required. So to apply the changes, click on OK. Now there is no need to switch on the snap mode. Okay, there is no need to switch on this snap mode. Just switch on this dynamic input. I have already told you about the dynamic input. So it will show the cursor input and dimension input. So we have to switch on this mode. Then ortho mode shortcut is F8. To draw the straight lines or perpendicular lines, you can use this ortho mode. Okay, generally we are using straight lines to draw. So just switch on the ortho mode. This is the polar tracking. The arrowhead beside it shows the list of the angles. Now we have selected ortho mode, so 90 degrees selected, range of the 90 degrees selected. If you want to use this polar tracking, then you have to switch off this ortho mode and you have to switch on polar tracking. Okay, then we have option isometric drafting. To switch the cursor into isometric mode, you have to use this iso draft option. Okay, please don't do with me, just listen, and I will give you time to do the settings, and then you do these settings in this between period of meeting and all. Okay, this meeting will end within 7 minutes, so I will explain. I will give you time to do the settings, and in between you do these settings, and I will restart the meeting, and then we will start with the another. So this is the iso draft. Okay, at the time of isometric, I will show the use of this iso draft. Then this is object snap tracking. Before that, we will see the object snap. Okay, we have to keep this object snap on to draw with accuracy. So we have some options. We have selected already these options from the snap settings. Okay, just check this nearest should be off, because it may create a confusion between points and nearest points. So you have to keep this off. Then object snap tracking. By using this object snap tracking, you can draw with the reference. Suppose I have drawn this line, and now I have to draw the line from this corner, reference of this corner. So I will track both the points, and I will track these points, and I will get the corner point of rectangular portion of this by imaginary lines. This dotted green lines are the tracking lines. By using this tracking, you can start from this point. Now this is the use of tracking, so there is no need to insert the distance. I will directly draw the rectangle by using tracking. This is the use of this used in like to create the plans, layouts. You can use this object snap tracking. Now we have to set this scale. Okay, we are using natural scale. You can reduce it or you can enlarge it. There are three types of the scale: natural scale, enlarged scale, and reduced scale. 1:2 is the reduced, 1:1 is the natural scale, and 2:1 is the enlarged scale. Okay, 1:2 means 1/2, half scale. It means reduced scale. Like that, you can remember the scaling. So we are using natural scale 1:1. Okay, there is a workspace switching. You can use from this workspace, or you can use the shortcut menu also. If any option is not available on this status bar, you can just click on this customization, and you will get list of the other options. You can select that option, and you can call the option on this status bar. In the default settings, only dynamic input may be missing. You have to call this dynamic input by clicking on this dynamic input option. You will get this on the status bar. Then you can call units also. There are units. You can call this on the status bar. So there will be the units. in the decimal. Okay, you can switch the units from this option as well. This is the isolate object options. Then there is a clear screen. If you want to clear your screen, then you can use this option to clear the screen. It means whatever settings are there you have done, that will be clear from the setting window, and it will be fit to the window. So again, we will call our default settings by using same method I have told. That is, we have to switch the workspace, and again we have to switch back into the drafting and annotation. Okay, so I will get all the default settings on screen. Then I will click on this dash down arrow, and I will select the show menu bar. So I will get the menu bar as well. Okay, so we have done all the settings. So I have explained about the status bar. I will repeat the status bar. You have to keep grid mode on. Then you have to switch on this dynamic input. You have to select ortho mode. You have to on the ortho mode to draw the straight lines or perpendicular lines. Then you have to keep this object snap tracking on. Then you have to on this object snap as well, and you have to select all the options from the object snap except this nearest option. Then you have to set the scale as 1:1 for natural scales. You can call the options from the customization to the status bar. Okay, that's it from the settings. Okay, now you can ask any doubt about the settings, about the user interface. These are the basic settings. Okay, you have to do before starting the drawing. Before starting any drawing, you have to do these settings. You have to check the settings. If you are using the AutoCAD multiple times, then you have to check these settings, these are there or not. Okay, then this is the UCS, user coordinate system. You can set this UCS also. Default it is at 00. Okay, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. There are 1.5 minutes. I will again continue with the another meeting. You have to join with same login ID and password, or by using same link you can join. Till that you do all these settings. Try this drafting and annotation switching to call this customized panels or ribbon. Just and do all this status bar setting, do the unit setting, apply the limits to your drawing. Yeah, just ask me questions. Whenever we will start new session, I will explain your doubts. Without keeping doubts, we cannot move ahead. Okay, I will try with the WebEx for tomorrow's session.